Okay. You can go ahead and share it on the city page.
Sorry.
I said you can share it on the city page if you want.
Yes.
Because the video's live.
Yep.
I'm about to get my shares on.
It's 9:02. KLEK LP Jonesboro, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council. It's now time for Community Conversations, a program focusing on the people working to make the Jonesboro community a better place, while offering insights from all sides of the issues. The views expressed in this program are those of the participant, not necessarily reflect the views of KLEK 102.5 FM, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council.
KLK 102.5 FM. Good morning to you on your Wednesday. It's January 31st, 2024. This is Community Conversations. Kiddo Wonder is in the studio with you, and joining me today is Lynette Hirsch. She is with the city of Jonesboro, and today she is here to talk about the great eclipse. And of course, if you've been under a rock somewhere, that's going to take place April 8th of this year. And Jonesboro is what's going to be called in the center of totality. So that means if you are within the sound of my voice, you will actually see the sky get completely dark for about a good 2 or 3 minutes. And of course, there's a lot of excitement building around this. It's predicted that over 100,000 people will be within Northeast Arkansas to check out the eclipse. And there is a committee that has been working on preparing and several events that are going on, including one that we're going to talk about today. The NEA schools and the East programs, they are actually doing a video production contest to help promote the eclipse, and we're going to talk about that today. So, Lynette, how you doing today?
I'm great. How are you? Thanks for having me on.
All right. So you just started with the city of Jonesboro, right?
Yes, in July of this year.
And you have definitely jumped into the fire. So if you've been noticing a lot of the posts on the city of Jonesboro Facebook page lately, this is the lady that's responsible. So, okay, let's kind of talk about a little bit about the eclipse event itself and what the city is doing to prepare for the influx of people and for the festivities.
Yeah, there is going to be a lot. And just as a prelude to that, about 5 or 6 years ago, we met some friends from Alabama, and they said, hey, April 8th, 2024, can we stay with you? And I was like, what? That's like 5 or 6 years away. They said, yeah, it's going to be a historical event. You're in the path of totality living in Jonesboro. Can we come stay with you? And I was like, oh my gosh. So people, I know around here, we may not think much of it. I think when you have people asking you to stay at your house 5 years from the date, that's how you know it's pretty serious. That's when it caught my attention first then. But yes, for about the last year, the city has been preparing. We will have an influx of visitors, especially because we are easy access off the highways, right? Anybody that is not in the path of totality, West Memphis and that direction, it's easy to get to Jonesboro. So there'll be day visitors coming to us, but there'll also be from outside, even further, like our friends from Alabama who are saying, come on, we're coming. So.
Yeah, because from what I've heard, in addition to all of the hotels being full, they're anticipating that people are just going to show up and just park randomly anywhere. So, traffic could literally grind to a halt,
right,
during the time frame of the eclipse.
Our hope, though, is that residents of Jonesboro will, if you're able to, stay home. But at very least, please stay off the roads immediately prior and immediately after the event. And do not park on the side of the road.
Well, I'll be right here. I'll be right here at the studio.
Yes.
I'll just step outside. I'm
are
already.
you going to cover it?
Yes.
Yeah, I'd imagine so.
Yeah, I'll have to find a device that can actually live stream the sun, though.
Right. We have free glasses, so the city is providing free eclipse viewing glasses to all the area schools, so your students will get them. We are waiting to distribute them because we don't want people to lose them. If we give them out too soon, of course, they may get misplaced. But they also will be available for pickup at City Hall, at the public library, and also at the chamber. There may also be a couple other spots that will have them, but they will be for free. So please don't buy them online. I know there are a lot of people that are selling them right now. They may not be official. May not be the actual protective that you need. So I just want to make sure that's for safety reasons. We want to make sure that everybody has access to the real deal that will protect your eyes for free.
Okay. Now, you had mentioned students that will get these. What about the general public?
Yes, also the general public.
Okay.
Yes. They will be available for pickup at those locations, but the schools will deliver directly to them.
Okay.
The general public will be able to pick them up at the library, the chamber, and City Hall.
Well, I'm right next door to the chamber, so I'll just walk.
Yes.
I'll just mosey on over there and get my pair.
You some, yes.
All right, so let's kind of talk about the contest a little bit to promote it. I'm looking at this flyer here, and again, it's for NEA schools and East programs. It says, the Great Eclipse Committee of Jonesboro invites you to a video production contest. Help us promote Jonesboro as a destination spot for viewing the total eclipse taking place April 8th, 2024. Completed videos are due by 5 p.m. Friday, February 16th. Here are the contest guidelines. The video clip must be no more than 1 minute in length, and the link that has JonesboroEclipse.com must be in the video. The Great Eclipse graphic must be in the video. Must feature Jonesboro as a destination spot for viewing the total eclipse. You're encouraged to use your imagination and creativity. Examples to feature safety tips, viewing sites, eclipse totality timeline, Jonesboro as a tourist destination, things to do. And again, your complete video must be turned in by February 16th. The contest winner will be announced February 21st. And the East program class of the team chosen as the top winner will receive a Canon EOS RSO mirrorless camera, and those things are not cheap.
That's right.
Each made me wish I was in East. Each team member of the top 5 videos chosen will receive a Great Eclipse t-shirt, and the top 5 videos chosen will be featured in the Oasis Film and Digital Media Festival, April 26th and 27th. And for more questions on interest and to complete your videos, please email Hirsch, SHIRSCH at jonesboro.org. You can also go on the Jonesboro Facebook page and get all of this information. So what gave you the idea to partner with various East students in different schools? Because East students, they do great work. I know KLEK, we have a relationship with Nettleton East.
Yes, so I have 5 children myself, and also am the head of a nonprofit, of vice president of a nonprofit, and work as the mentorship program director. So with a background in youth ministry as well. So seeing youth be engaged in our community and getting them to have ownership is super important to me personally. That's a personal thing, right? I see my own children who have different gifts and skills and want them to get involved in how they can serve the community. We love East because East uses all modern technology and encourages students to serve their community by utilizing those things that are accessible to them. I can't think of anything better, right? Lots of people complain about students gaming or doing this or that, and that they're always on their electronics. Here's an avenue for students to utilize those skills and all of that knowledge that is kind of, we're in it, right? But they've gotten in it early, really young. And so their minds are just incredible. So we want them to have an avenue of, hey, here's something that you can do to serve the community. Here's a way that you can be a part of this huge historical event. And that's, for locally, it's a big deal because we're in the path of totality. But it's called also the Great American Eclipse because it's going through the whole center of America. So this is a nationwide thing that's a big deal. And so if we can pull students into being a part of that, I can't think of a better idea. Why not? They're the future. So they can say, hey, I had a part of that.
What kind of response have you gotten so far?
It's been a great response. I'm super excited. I can't wait to get to see them, all the different videos.
So you haven't watched them yet?
No, that no one has turned them in yet, but we've had people asking questions. Hey, can I,
So
where do I
they
get
got
this?
something in the kitchen cooking.
Yes, teachers, East facilitators reaching out saying, "Hey, I have a group doing this. Hey, I have a group that's interested in this. Is this okay?" A couple people now. If you did not get an email, we did send an email blast out to the East facilitators that included the graphic that must be in the video. If you need that, just email me and I will get that to them.
Well, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing those videos. Are you gonna judge by yourself, or are you gonna have a committee?
No, we have a committee. So out of the Eclipse committee from the city, there'll be a group from there that will judge. Also, I do want to give a shout out to our sponsors. As you mentioned, the kit for the camera, it's not cheap, right? Like that's something that I wanted it to be worth it to the students and invest in their gifts. Right, we're giving back in a way that these students can then keep creating and do more, and maybe even do better from what they have available to them right now. And so these contest sponsors, Art Advertising, the Solutions Group, the Jonesboro Fraternal Order of Police, and the Jonesboro A&P Commission all gave believing as businesses and entities that we believe in investing in our students. And also what's exciting to me is these are businesses who utilize photography and videography in their business. So they're also future employers for these students. If those students decide to stay in this area, go to A-State and get in the media realm, then they could come back and work for these businesses, which I think is awesome.
Speaking with Lynette Hirsch of the city of Jonesboro, talking about the Great Eclipse, April 8th, 2024. Got a couple of Facebook shout-outs. Shout out to Misty Caldwell Humway. Appreciate you for checking in. Shout out to Sonia Sanders. Also appreciate you for checking in on our Facebook live feed. So, yes, definitely it's going to be quite a contest. I don't envy the judges because, like I said, these East students do great work. For those of you that have ever been to the KLEK studio, if you look behind you, Lynette, with the exception that Arkansas State pennant, all of those pennants on the wall were actually designed and printed by Nettleton East students.
Awesome.
So, I can definitely attest to the great work in which they are doing in the community. So, getting back to the Eclipse event itself, are there going to be like any official like viewing parties or anything like that?
Yes, there will be official viewing sites. One of them being Joe Mack Campbell Park, Craighead Forest Park, as well as the South Side Softball Complex. That's like a tongue twister if you try saying that 3 times fast. And so we need them, of course, anywhere that is open, flat. We're praying Ryan Vaughn come through for us, that there's not rain or too many clouds that day.
Make it happen, Ryan.
Yeah. We're hoping that, that'll all be, weather permitting, a good turnout. But those will be spots that are open to anyone for viewing. We do ask that people do not park on the side of the road, just for safety reasons.
Of course, I'm sure Jonesboro Police will make sure that they don't.
Absolutely. And the city's been meeting for about over a year, just talking about, here are the possibilities, here's what we're looking at, here's what we need to be ready for, the just in case things, to be prepared. And then, of course, now it's here. It's in a little over 2 months. We need to, now it's okay, it's here. We're working on everything and getting things in place. Again, we will have the Eclipse viewing glasses available, but we don't want to give them out too soon because then they may easily be misplaced.
You don't want them to get lost, go to waste.
Right. So we're just holding out just a little bit longer, and we will watch social media, and we will make an announcement when we're available for pickup.
So, do you see a growing sense of excitement as we get closer to the date, just from your daily interactions.
Yes, lots of people, even on our social media. And also, there's Eclipse gear now available, so you can buy your own official Jonesboro, the Great Jonesboro Eclipse T-shirt. That's available online. The website we're referring everybody to is jonesboroeclipse.com. You can see all the pertinent information there. That'll feed you to the Jonesboro, the tourism site. On there, if you buy a T-shirt, you will automatically get a free pair of glasses, and we have a decal that is it shows the timeline of the totality, when it's partial, when it's full, and then when the event ends. So it has like the timeline on it, so you'll get a decal for free as well.
All right, and that's jonesboroeclipse.com to get that T-shirt, get that decal, and of course the free glasses on top of it, so you can definitely represent when that time comes. All right, so Lynette, is there anything else in regards to the eclipse that you wanted to let the listeners and viewers know about?
Please just encourage students. If I know sometimes for my own kids, if they hear about it from school or from their teachers, they may not think, oh, I could do that. I really would love for parents, guardians, people, community leaders to encourage the students they know to get involved. And maybe they're like, oh, I'm not good enough at that, I won't win. Just try. I want them to get that experience in and really have ownership in that, because you never know. They might be more talented in video production than they even are aware of.
Okay. And is this contest just only open to East groups?
No.
So if there's a group of students that, just are independent or that think they got skills.
Yes, and that is because not every school has an East program, and so we did want to make it inclusive to all. Now that means that the camera wouldn't go to them.
Y'all gonna have to figure that out.
That will go through the school, right? So the school would own it. But a lot of the schools have a media class, or they might have some other class that's not necessarily East. And so, yes, East programs, but also that's why we said NEA schools. If there are other classes or groups, then they're free to do it as well.
All right, so kids. Probably not many kids watch it because they're in school, but parents, let your kids know, especially if you are a parent of a child that's got skills with editing videos. The city of Jonesboro is calling you. Go ahead and put those videos together to help promote the solar eclipse. Go to that website, jonesboroeclipse.com. It will give you all of the details. You can also reach out to Miss Lynette at City Hall, and she can definitely get you the information and the graphics and everything that you need. Want to thank Lynette for stopping by the studio today. Lynette's been a long time KLEK friend and supporter, so we definitely thank her for stopping by the studio today. The Great Eclipse is going down April 8th, 2024. Where will you be? I'll be right here at 1411.
Yeah, that's right.
I'll be right here at 1411 Franklin Street with my free City of Jonesboro shades on. So,
all right. Thank you so much, Leganzi.
All right. Well, thank you. And that's going to do it for this edition of Community Conversations. You guys have a great and blessed day. This is KLEK 102.5 FM. All right. Get this stream stopped.